Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm looking a little crazy today, but just ignore that. We're going to be doing my makeup for my Halloween costume today and seeing how I want it to turn out and whatnot. So if you want to see how I achieved all of this, then just keep watching. So for the guys that are subscribed, I know you're going to click off of this pretty much instantly because it's makeup and you don't give a damn. So, bye. First, I'm just going to prime my face. Also, if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I have a mirror right here, as I'm sure you assumed. Alright. Oh, my mom's FaceTiming me. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
What you doing?
I'm 7 now.
You're 7 now? What? Okay, so I got my face primed with the e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer. For Halloween, I am the Angel, which is basically the female version of Stitch from the Lilo and Stitch TV show. I guess while I'm doing all this and figuring this all out, I'm just gonna talk to you guys, let you know what's been going on, why it's been so long since my last upload, all that other good stuff. First thing I'm gonna do is take a concealer to my eyelids just to make sure that it's all one even color. Alright. So I just put a little tiny bit on my eyelids. And then I have the Morphe sponge. I have the Morphe sponge that's like that. Okay, so there's a few different palettes I'm going to try and like dip into, see what I like best. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I have the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette, and then I have the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place, this guy right here. It has like a lot of really fun colors in it that I really like. First off, we are just going to set this base on my eyelids. I'm going to do that using the lighter shade right here in the Kathleen Lights and Morphe palette. It's just a nice solid matte, like white kind of, because I'm incredibly pale right now. Also, I have not done my makeup seriously done my makeup in quite a while. I plan on doing a wing today, and I don't know how that's gonna go because I haven't done a wing on myself in at least over a year. So we're gonna see how that goes. Hey, big butt. Hey, sit your butt down. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with a transition shade right in my crease just to help me blend a little bit later. I kind of do a big old mix of colors when I do the colors in my crease. I take the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I dip into Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange to do my crease. So I'm just gonna pop this color in my crease. Don't judge me on how dirty my brushes are right now because I am too lazy to clean them. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is do like a cut crease, so it'll be like the darker pink up here, just kind of like wing that up a little bit, and then like a sparkly pink all up in here, and then I'm gonna try and do a wing because her eyes are very like that. So we're gonna do a lot of different things trying to make it work. Next, I'm gonna go back into my crease, but with this like lighter purpley color. Look at that, like right here, this color. It kind of adds just like another transition in between the like pinky purples and my normal skin tone, and I think it acts as a perfect transition for that. Anytime I do any sort of like pink or purple, like smoky eye, whatever, or just like that color on my lids in general, I always use that one as a transition within my transition. So using this ColourPop brush to just pop that into my crease as well, bringing it down like a little tiny bit more than what I did with the neutral colors, just to get everything really blended in here. Also, I guess I should probably start to address now where the heck it's been, because in my first video, what feels like forever ago, I was like, hi, I'm back, we're gonna be doing like this and this, and yes, that's still true. However, life has been still crazy. So I guess I'll just kind of like sort of catch you up on it all. I have started going back to school, which is really exciting for me. I stopped going after like my first semester in fall 2015. I went for like 1 semester and then stopped. And I've been wanting to go back ever since. It's been something I've wanted to do for so long, but because of how everything was before, that was definitely not gonna happen. So I finally felt secure enough. I don't really know if that's the right word, but I finally felt like now was a good time to go back to school. And that's like only kind of true. I don't know. I'm like really back and forth on it because I'm glad that I've gone back, because now I have started again, and that's just like a really awesome feeling. But also, like, I still have 2 jobs, and trying to balance 2 jobs in school and a social life and like my regular life and trying to do this at the same time is just kind of a lot. And originally I was gonna do full-time school with a full-time job and a part-time job and try and do all of this stuff, which honestly I'm very glad that that didn't work out, because I would have been ripping my hair out and that would have not been very good. So right now I'm just doing 2 classes, 2 to 3 classes per semester. This semester I'm just doing 2 classes, and that's even hard enough to do just for one of my classes. Because for some reason I decided to take a language my first semester back, which was not a good idea on my part. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I have a D in French right now. And that's like not okay with me, but slowly working on it, even though right now I should be studying for my midterm, but I'm doing this instead. But I've been wanting to film for like ever now. And speaking of, hi, Bam. You want to say hi to the camera? Hi, Bam. Hi, Bam. Thank you. Speaking a bit more on that as well, I had been like filming a bunch of like different things, and I was just gonna like compile them together, like do all this stuff. And I've already filmed like a few different things of like me like talking about all this stuff, but I basically decided to scrap all of that stuff that I already filmed, which I don't know how I feel about that. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Hi, Big Baby. Hi, Big Baby. Hi, Freddy, you jealous boy. Please be careful. Hi. So that's kind of why I haven't uploaded since that one time. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this color in the Morphe and Kathleen Lights one. This guy right there. It's similar to the one that's in the Anastasia palette, just a little tiny bit deeper. I'm trying to just really build this up nice and slowly so that I don't mess everything up, I guess. And I'm just gonna kind of pop that also into my crease, but then just kind of like really blend it out. So yeah, I had gone back to school. I was working a lot, and I was working a lot of like really long hours as well. And so I just kind of like, between school and my 2 jobs, I just kind of haven't gotten the chance to sit down and film anything that I'm like happy with. You know what I mean? Like each thing I was filming, I was just like in my car, like driving somewhere and like talking to you guys. And well, that's fine, and I'm like okay with doing that. I just like didn't want to upload that for some reason. I don't know. I just didn't like it. So I just didn't want to go with it. So yeah, that's why we're here right now. Hopefully I am just switching to having 1 job here pretty soon so that I don't have to do 2 jobs.
Just think, ooh, can we switch up all the rules?
So that's like the general reason. Actually, that's like pretty much the only reason that I haven't been filming. Also, I have to have surgery on November 6th, getting my gallbladder taken out. So yeah, about 3.5 weeks ago, I started to just feel like crap, basically. I was like super nauseous all the time, super dizzy. I didn't know what was going on, and I ruled out the obvious, I guess. Also, really quick, I'm gonna dip into Love Letter right here in the Anastasia palette, just like a nice deep pink. So I kind of just was like, okay, maybe I'm just like getting sick. It's kind of that season, so whatever. I started to have like a lot of pain in my like abdomen area, and I thought that there was something wrong with my IUD because it's happened before where it's like moved out of place, and that's definitely not a whole lot of fun, and it hurts a lot. So I had just kind of been trying to like not be in pain and like see if it would correct itself. because that's also happened to me before, where it's moved out of place but then it corrected itself a little bit later. And it wasn't as painful as the first time it had moved, which was really, really nice because that was like crippling, but it did hurt a lot. And that was like Thursday, like a few weeks ago. And then Friday came along, I went to work. I had to go and work at a school up like an hour away-ish. Like that whole day I was just in like so much pain, and like my whole abdomen hurt. I felt like I was gonna throw up the whole day. I was in so much pain. I could barely do my job basically. And I had like the easier job that day for setup. So I got done with work for that day pretty early, which was nice. And then I go to the ER and I told them, I think there's something wrong with my IUD, like I think it moved out of place again. Can we just like check this out, make sure whatever's going on, right? So the doctor starts like pushing on like different spots of my abdomen, asking if it hurt. He got up to like where my stomach is and pressed on it, and I just instantly started crying. I was in so much pain. And then he moved over a little bit and touched like where my gallbladder is, and I started crying harder, and I literally pushed him away. I felt really bad, and I was like, I'm so sorry, sir. Okay, I'm gonna try and like explain this anyway. So her eye, like I said before, her eye is very like, go like this. So I'm gonna try and get my eyeshadow to kind of do the same thing, but I'm gonna mainly do it with the wing. But I do want to get like the general shape. Okay, so my camera overheated, so I just finished off most of my eyes and I cleaned up the sides just to, I guess, like try and get it going. So we're just gonna get back into it from here. All that I did was, like I was saying before, I was building it up with the pinky purpley colors, and then I took my Morphe concealer, this guy right here. I cleaned up the sides right there, and then I did like a cut crease. I'm not great at them, so don't roast me. And now I'm just going back in and filling in the purpley pink for blending, just trying to make it still like super bright. And then I'm gonna like blend out the sides up here. While I was doing my eyes, I figured out a few other things that I wanted to try and do as well. Hopefully we have a pretty good plan here. Right now I'm just trying to get the purpley color back like right here in my inner corner, just to kind of make that like effect. And I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush that I usually use for my crease. I'm not going to put anything on it. And then I'm just going to come up into here and blend these edges out just at the top of the crease, just to kind of give it a bit more smoky, not like too much, nothing crazy, just so that it's not like a super harsh line. I'm going to try and go in with this light pinky color. It's like super sparkly. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up this pink, because it's still like a pretty different pink, and then I think I might just layer like a sparkle on top of it. Just because I do want it to be like pretty and sparkly, and there's not as many sparkles in this pink as I was hoping. I wonder if this is gonna stain. That'll be fun. I guess then I'll just have to trace what I did. Perfect, so that is what it's looking like now. I'm just gonna use this top sparkly shade that's in the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. I'm just gonna pop that on top of the pink because I do want more sparklies in it, but not like a whole. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, yes. Okay, so that is pretty much the eyes. Next, we're gonna do my face. I'm using a BB cream just because my skin has been really upset with me. So I just got the NYX BB cream. It's in the color Nude, I believe. And I've just been using that for my foundation. I've only just started using this, so I don't know the exact way that I like putting it on yet. I I do have to say though, I am really liking BB cream over foundation because it doesn't feel nearly as heavy. What I have noticed is that I do need to set the BB cream after applying it, like with my concealer, because if not, it just kind of moves around a whole lot more than I'd like it to. And I've recently also tried the Morphe foundation. I'm probably like super late to that party too. Alright, next I'm just going to set my makeup. I'm going to set it just with my e.l.f. translucent powder. Now I'm just going to kind of fix this outer tail right here. Just a little bit. I did a few things off camera. I did like my eyeliner off camera only because like I haven't done a wing liner in a very long time, so I didn't want to be like focusing super hard while that was running because duh. So now is where it gets a little bit weirder. I need to make my nose purple, and so I have this lipstick right here I'm going to use for my nose. So I'm going to take this purple lipstick and I'm just going to stick it right on my nose. I'm going to try and mimic the shape as best as I can for her nose. I really hope this doesn't even like stain my skin, but I guess we'll see. So it's like darker on the top and then like a little bit like lighter purple on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is then take this lipstick and just kind of blend it into the darker one. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my finger and tap it in so it doesn't look as harsh. Okay, on camera it still looks a little funny, but in person it looks a lot better. So I think I am gonna keep it. Gosh, I think this part of my nose, like my whatever that's called, is like wrong. Okay, I definitely think I like pulling it down a little bit only because like that's kind of how her nostrils look. She, like, you can tell she has like the big nostril holes. So all right, next I'm going to take like a bright pink and I'm gonna put it like on the top lip, and then on the bottom lip I'm gonna do like a lighter pink. Okay, I'm gonna do two for the top lip. I'm gonna do this like regular lipstick, and then I'm gonna put a liquid lipstick over it, mainly because I can't decide, so just do both. And also just because I kind of love this one a lot and I like the feel of it. I realized that I kind of like regular lipsticks more than liquid lipsticks because I feel like I just have more control. Because I always tend to just go a little bit overboard with the liquid lipsticks. So yeah, she has that line that goes right down here, and I'm gonna put a line on the inside of my lips as well. First, I'll just start out with just a straight line like right down the middle. Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do is do like a little like triangle and then go down. Okay guys, my camera died while I was filming the outro, and my phone might die when I'm doing it as well, so we're gonna make this one quick. If you like this video, then please give it a like, and if you would subscribe to Twitch, that would mean the absolute most to me. And I guess that's kind of it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a happy Halloween and stay safe out there. Bye guys!